Are we going? Oh, there's someone here. Okay. Hi, we're gonna get started in just a second once it's finally 7 o'clock. But if you have any questions, make sure you drop them in the chat. But I can't see. um, we'll see what happens. If it doesn't come at any point, maybe that's a technological difficulty. Okay. Hmm. Typically, the chat just pops up. Can you go to YouTube? Okay, so we are College Point and College Advising Core virtual advisors, and we're here with another YouTube Live to talk about how COVID-19 is going to be impacting the college application process. The mission of CAC is to increase the number of low-income first-gen and underrepresented high school students who enter and complete higher education. Today we have a couple topics that we definitely want to talk about, but if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the chat and we'll answer them. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you get notified when we go live. To get started, we're going to introduce ourselves. So my name is Juliana Avery. I'm a second-year virtual advisor. I went to Guilford College, and I majored in political science. I use she, her pronouns.
Hey, everybody. So my name is Sydney Burton. I am also a second-year advisor. I graduated from Spelman College, where I majored in education studies. And I, too, use she, her pronouns. Now, due to the spread and increasing number of confirmed COVID cases, many K-12 school districts have either closed for the next 2 weeks or have completely moved to remote learning. And as you may have noticed, many colleges and universities have either suspended classes, extended their spring breaks, closed campuses, or moved completely to move their face-to-face in-person classes to online. And while these procedures have been quick and intense, they have been put into place to better protect current and future students and staff.
So with social distancing as the move, we live together, which is why we're both here. Typically we'd be 6 feet apart. But so here's what some of these changes may mean for you. A delay in receiving your admissions decision and financial aid packages, events such as Admitted Students Day being canceled or postponed. Your school may have moved their decisions deadlines back further from May 1st, but in order to know for sure, you're gonna need to check in individually with each school. And I know that can feel like a lot of work. But it's going to be important because you want to make sure you know what deadlines and dates you're working with here. Yep. Also, I just got a message that the chat may be disabled. So just leave a question in the comments and we will respond back to it after this finishes. Sorry for the difficulties.
Awesome. So some colleges may change some of their in-person events to be online events. It's definitely important that you read all communication from your colleges that they send you to help navigate these new changes and take advantage of new opportunities that come up due to event cancellations.
So also you may be experiencing some complex feelings and emotions during this time, and that's okay and normal. So we wanted to go through some tips on how to cope with stress during the outbreak. First, take a break from reading, watching, or listening to news stories, including social media. Hearing about it constantly can be upsetting for some people.
And take care of yourself. Everyone, take care of your body, take some deep breaths, do some exercising. There are different fitness trainers that go on live on YouTube or even their Instagram accounts giving free workouts. Try to get plenty of sleep. And in these uncertain times, please also try to avoid drugs and alcohol. It can lead to worse feelings.
Make sure you make time to unwind and try to do other activities that you enjoy. I know a lot of times being stuck at home all the time, it can kind of feel like you're always in school, you're always stressing about your college decisions. It's always on the top of your mind. And I think it's important to build boundaries throughout the day so that you know, like, this is time when you just relax and read a book or you watch your favorite Netflix show. And you don't always have to be on, because that'd be really hard.
Yeah. And make sure to communicate virtually. Talk to people you trust or just talk to someone about your concerns or any feelings you may be having. You can FaceTime, you can be using Google Hangout, Zoom. If you've never heard of those platforms, they're also free. Talk to your advisor. We're here.
Call your healthcare provider if stress gets in the way of your daily activities for several days in a row, and check and see if they have any virtual support services that they are like included in your health insurance plan.
Also, fun fact. So if your school has moved to a virtual platform, Comcast will be extending its broadband service for low-income families to provide free access for 60 days and increasing speeds. If you want to learn more about what we're talking about, it will be linked in the comments.
It will. So we also have some tips from learning from home, since we work from home, so we have some personal experience. So treat school the same whether you're learning at home or not. So that means still work just as hard.
Practice time management, you all. Create a schedule each day, set up time, set up things to be the same time every day. And honestly, these are great skills that you're going to need in college. So think of this as like a test run.
Great. Create a study space away from distractions and your bedroom, if possible. If you need to be in your room, that makes a lot of sense. Just try and get out of your bed. I know it can feel silly to sit on the floor, but I think it's really good for you to have two different spaces. Like your bed is where you sleep and relax, and like don't necessarily learn your best.
Also, last but not least, take some breaks. Have you heard of the, how do you say it?
The Pomodoro Method.
The Pomodoro Method. You want to explain what it is?
Yeah. So I learned about this when I was in college because I was having a really hard time with all of my like midterms and finals. So basically, you set a timer on your phone for 15 or 20 minutes, and once you set it, you work intently for that time. You don't get on your phone, you don't talk to anyone, no distractions. And then once the timer goes off, you give yourself a 5 or a 7 minute break where you scroll, you do whatever you want to do. And you just keep repeating it until all your work gets done. Because we know that like multitasking is not a thing. And it just makes everything take longer when you try to do multiple things at once. And so also it's like more manageable because you have a small amount of time that you can do something in. Also, I wanted to throw a shout out to U-Haul. If you have a friend who's been forced to leave their college campus quickly and they need help moving or storage solution, U-Haul is offering college students and their families 30 days of free self-storage during the outbreak.
Yeah, and also if you are short on food or other resources, Feeding America, find your local food pantry or food bank. You can also try calling or emailing your school counselor to see if they have any more access to local resources.
And then also we know that like people are bored right now. Being in the house all day can be boring for some people.
It sure can.
And so we are going to have a link in the description with some different activities that you can do that College Essay Guy, one of our favorite resources, came up with. So a lot of museums and zoos are doing virtual tours, including like Ellis Island or the Great Wall of China. You can take free yoga classes.
Yep.
There's never been more free exercise classes online ever. They're really sharing everything, including like dance, fitness classes, other stuff. Pick up a new hobby. You could start crocheting, knitting, drawing, reading. There's a whole lot of things. And so check the description below and you can click and find what your new interest is going to be.
All right, everybody. So next steps, check your email. Be on the lookout for information from your schools about what's going on and next steps. Look up your schools to see what online virtual events they may be offering. Take advantage of our virtual Google Ambassador Hangouts. The link will be in the comments. Work on scholarships. If you have a lot of time right now, or some of you may have more time than you're used to having, use that Pomodoro Method. Pomodoro Method, and get on those scholarships and reach out to your advisor if you need help with that. And last but not least, check out all the resources that we've linked below. Please reach out to your advisor if you need any more support during this time, and make sure you wash your hands. I know you all are.
Please leave a question in the comments. I'm going to figure out why they're not working as soon as this is over. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell to get notifications. Thank y'all so much for joining. And please reach out to your advisor if you need any support. This is a wild time.
Alrighty.
Bye.